I did tell you guys that, hey, I expect some good things happening after the FOMC meeting. And in fact, I told you guys I expect some good things to happen for the remainder of this month after FOMC meeting. And that's exactly what happened. Here's the thing. After the FOMC meeting, which happened in the middle of the day, you notice that the markets reacted negatively. The broader market did, at least, right? Now, the pre-market, so for those of you guys that are going to sleep soon, you'll see that tomorrow's a green day for you. But right now, right, as it stands, because Bitcoin never sleeps, Bitcoin is 24/7. Bitcoin is reacting positively, right? 62,000 is a level we haven't seen in a long, long time. Long time. Remember this? Yeah, that was a while ago, about a month ago, but still, it feels like such a long time. So, what happened? Fed Chair Powell finally cut the Fed fund rate for first time in 4 years, and he did it pretty aggressively, 50 basis point. Okay, even though the percentage said that it was going to be most likely 50 basis point, this shocked a lot of people. A lot of people thought, a lot of analysts, I should say, or Wall Street, did not think that Powell had the guts to do so, and he did. And he said that he was very glad that he did. Okay, so he has no regrets. It's not like he's like, yeah, I really didn't want to, and I don't know what is going to happen. No, he's like, this is necessary, and we're very happy to do so. And this was not consensus. A lot of the Fed presidents did not want to do this, right? But regardless, he says he needs to stop the bleeding. He needs to improve the labor market. He needs to get the economy going again. And this is good all around, right? Now the markets are reacting good. We'll see. At least it's the first day with Bitcoin and so forth. Everyone thinks, the prediction market thinks, and everyone else thinks in general that the rate cuts will not stop. This is not like one and done. Okay, there will be a lot more, and here's percentages, but there are a lot more that's coming up. There's another FOMC meeting in November and another one in December, and there's 25 basis point cuts on those. That's a full percentage point, in a couple of months, right? And that could be absolutely amazing. Amazing. And ever since the Fed fund rate happened, you could see here the dollar index, the DXY, just tanked, and that's good. The dollar index has been going down. And normally when the dollar gets weaker, investments like Bitcoin go up. Okay, so that's a good thing. That is something that we want to see. The dollar, well, I mean, I take it back. Not that we want to see the dollar get stronger, but this is comparing dollar to like the euro and yen and so forth, right? And whenever, again, strength comes out of the dollar, people want to invest. And what do? They go invest in things like Bitcoin. For the first time in history, uh, we had a president or ex-president, former president, pay with Bitcoin at a New York bar. So whether or not Trump really believes in Bitcoin, he certainly understands that there are a lot of Bitcoiners out there. There are a lot of crypto people out there, and he's joining in. So that is history. History for the first time a president uses Bitcoin. Outside of that, just a few other things. Hey, short-term holders supply 30-day dropped to the lowest in 2012. 30-day change. Man, that change has dropped us to 2012 levels. What does that mean? Short-term holders are disappearing, right? And all we're left with are long-term holders. But again, we haven't seen this level or this kind of change since 2012. That means whatever manipulators, Wall Street, whoever the whales that have been trying to keep prices low for a long, long, long time, it's working. It's driving the lettuce hands out. It's driving them out. And what's left are the long-term holders like you and I, right? We're seeing the benefits of that. And we know because Bitcoin is the best asset to hold. And we know we're at a cusp of something huge. Okay. Roughly within the next week or two, we will be getting that parabolic bull run, right? Just like the last two cycles. And why do we start the parabolic bull cycle right around this level? right? Or what? Why right around this time frame? I'll tell you why. It's because of the elections. Every single halving event, we of course have elections, and that happens in November. And after that, we go on a parabolic bull run. But this time we might be a little bit ahead because of the ETFs, right? And plus, in the last 4 years, we haven't had a Fed fund rate cut, which we just got. So Bitcoin dominance hits a 3-year high. So overall, right now, it's looking pretty darn good. BlackRock also published a research paper. We know Larry Fink is very, very bullish on Bitcoin right now. Okay. Larry Fink, something clicked in his head, and that's why he has been buying and buying and buying so much Bitcoin, 22.5 billion worth. And if you look at everything, $57.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, that's a whole lot. That's only within 8 months. Think about the next 8 months, the next 80 months, it's going to keep on increasing, right? Grayscale is the only one that's selling, but everyone else is increasing, and FOMO hasn't really hit yet. But once Bitcoin's about 100,000, 200,000, just wait. The FOMO will hit not only retail, but also institutional investors. That's going to be the difference this time around. We never really had institutional investors. They really weren't in the market, but they are now, and then tens of billions, and soon will be hundreds of billions, and soon trillions, right? A lot of people do not realize this. Bitcoin is scarce. It's really scarce. We have a set supply of 21 million, and inflation rate now is way, way low to 0.83%. In fact, it's much lower than the halving event. Okay. Much lower than the gold supply, right? Because of the halving events. And that is something that people don't realize. People think like, oh, there's unlimited amount of Bitcoin. There isn't. There isn't. Every time Sailor does a large purchase or BlackRock does a large purchase, it removes a large portion from the overall supply. That's why Bitcoin is the greatest asset we have, the best hedge, the best appreciating asset, right? And it's just a matter of time Bitcoin breaks out like all the others that we have seen, other precious metals like gold or markets like S&P 500. Every market goes through a stale time, but Bitcoin is the fastest moving. It breaks through and keeps on going, right? Sometimes it takes years, but that's way better than, say, waiting decades for gold or waiting decades for S&P 500, right? Bitcoin is absolutely the fastest. You just have to be patient, and there are so many good things happening